baseball. Jared Carrabis, who loves all things Boston. You know, he's fired up for this. This is what he tweeted out. I've already gotten more texts about the Roman Anthony call-up than I did on my birthday. And the news broke 20 minutes ago. Is it your birthday, Jared Carrabis?
I don't know. I was born on opening day. I was actually born on the day that Ken Griffey Jr. made his big league debut, April 3rd, 1989.
Oh, wow.
But I'm just saying, more people in 20 minutes texted me about this Roman Anthony call-up than on my own birthday. That says a lot.
Jared's a podcast star, social media star. He loves all things Boston. This is a big deal, Jared. This is a huge deal. There's been buzz about Roman Anthony for a very long time. I remember when Yoan Moncada was the #1 prospect in baseball, and he did debut with the Boston Red Sox. Did that have more buzz than Roman Anthony debuting, or how would you compare it?
No, that didn't have the same amount of buzz. So, you know, the Red Sox are going through this period right now of 500 baseball. We're talking compounding now, 4 years of 500 baseball. Fans are starving for the postseason, and it's not just one guy. Like, Yoan Moncada was one guy at the time. Michael Kopech was also in the picture, but we didn't really know what he was going to be. Right now, it's Christian Campbell, it's Marcelo Meyer, and Kyle Teal, who just debuted with the White Sox, had a big hit the other day, and now Roman Anthony, the #1 prospect in baseball. This is what we've been waiting for, and I think for me personally, yes, I've been whiny and complaining about the Red Sox this year because of their performance, but all I wanted was these 3 guys on the roster at the same time. I don't care about results right now. I just let them develop, let them figure it out at the big league level.
So, Jared, did the 497-foot home run have anything to do with this? I mean, it's great for folklore, but what a time to call him up.
Harold, I think that they should go down to the Red Sox minor league complex and put up a big sign that says, you too can be a Red Sox player if you can hit a 497-foot grand slam.
No doubt. They need to put the Ted Williams seat up against that one, man. That's impressive.
Hey, Jared, it's Dan. So if he comes up being Roman Anthony, there could be a little bit of a glut there in the outfield. How do you see this shaking out? Who's going to play? Where are they going to play?
Yeah, so I think it's an interesting question. There's a lot of different ways that you can go about it. Wilyer Abreu, we don't know what the extent of the injury is, so it looks like the corresponding move is going to be Wilyer to the injured list, so that way you can kind of slot guys around in the outfield. But eventually you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to say, is Rafaela going out? Is Duran? I know there was interest with the Padres. Is Wilyer someone that we look at as maybe a platoon guy? Can we move him? Or can you look at second base? Christian Campbell's been struggling. Do you send him back to Worcester? Do you put Rafael at second base? Trevor Story just had a big series against Atlanta, another big series against the Yankees. There was some talk about, is he going to sit on the bench? And then you put there's so many different things that you could do to move the pieces around.
There's one thing you didn't say, though. Whoa. There's one thing you didn't say. Rafi Devers goes to first base, and then you could DH one of the outfielders.
I think that there's a reason why I didn't say that, Craig, and I think we all know the reason, don't we?
I'm still thinking he's going
to this guy.
Is 0% chance Rafi Devers plays first base?
I don't think it's 0%, and oddly enough, you know, we hear from Alex Cora, who says, you know, the conversations are ongoing, and I think the conversations are, hey, you want to play first base? And Rafi's like, no, those are the conversations.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hey, let me ask you this. You said something that I agree with. Bring the kids up, let them play, and you want them to play, and you're not worried about the direct, instant impact results. But are the Red Sox waving the red flag on the season? Are they done?
I don't think that you wave the red flag if you call up the #1 prospect in baseball that's
I'm talking about winning the pennant.
Grand slams.
As far as getting the postseason, you think they're better off with the 4 youngsters they're playing than maybe acquiring people?
So to me, if you ask me, with every player that's in the organization, how do you put the best team on the field? It's with these 3 guys on it. So I think that calling them up is kind of going for it more so than waving the white flag, saying, you know what, we're just going to play the kids. You know, we're not making the playoffs this year. You could make the case that the best team that they can put on the field is those 3 kids in the lineup and see what happens.
Did you have a chance to see Rafi Devers trying to leg out, if you want to call it that, a ground ball? The Red Sox were scoring a bunch of runs. He didn't exactly sprint down the first base line. This was the question. What was lack of hustle or something else? Cora said it wasn't lack of hustle. Then the reporter asked, something going on with him physically? And then Cora said, no, it wasn't a lack of hustle. We'll leave it at that. And then the broadcast showed him grimacing. Does he have anything going on that would merit him not running hard? And Cora said, no. I mean, like, we talk about it. If he needs a blow, he needs a blow. The next one I told him to go hit it out of the ballpark and jog. Then he did that. Boston fans, like, as you know as well as anyone, Jared, this is the ground ball where Rafi really kind of pumped the brakes at the end. And when I saw this, I was like, I hope he's not hurt. But then it later hits a home run. How would you describe the Rafi Devers brand right now in the city of Boston?
So it's kind of divided, but it's not 50-50. I think the vast majority of Red Sox fans have kind of had enough of the Rafi Devers slander. But it is kind of it's a nuanced conversation, because I think maybe fans would have preferred that he wasn't so harsh in his answers about playing first base and even moving over to DH at the beginning of the spring. But I think a lot of fans are saying, This is the guy he's the only guy in the roster that's won a World Series here. He's the guy that you paid the most money to, and now you're kind of just jerking him around, and I think he deserved a little bit more respect and better communication than what he received. So, yeah, if he was a little perturbed, I think fans can understand that. In regards to last night's play, I go back to the 2021 playoffs. Like Rafi Devers, go back and look at the swings from Rafi Devers. He was up there, launching balls off of some of the best pitchers in the game, but he was wincing every single time. He was swinging, dropping the bat. So this is an Alex Cora guy. I mean, if there's one guy that can sort of communicate with, know the player, it's Alex Cora. I think that there would be more concern if they didn't have that long-term relationship. I think AC knows what Devers can play through. So if he's good with it and he's in the lineup, then I don't think it's cause for concern.
All right, there's got to be one guy whose brand just went through the roof in the city of Boston. Hunter Dobbins. He started the game over the weekend. He said, if the Yankees were the last team to give me a contract, I'd retire. I have to believe Hunter Dobbins jerseys are going to sell like hotcakes. Here he is on the mound. He got the win. He serves up this home run to Aaron Judge. He grew up hating the Yankees. It's a family thing. They love the Red Sox and they hate the Yankees. This is everything Jared Carrabis and his family and friends want to hear and see from a Red Sox pitcher, right?
No doubt. I said I wish that he had said it after the game, but I think everyone was like, you got to say it before. You got to put your chips on the table and say, I hate you guys, and then go out and do what you're going to do. When Judge hit the home run in the first inning, I was sitting there thinking, like, oh man, like why? Like, don't tempt the baseball gods. Like we're not having a season where the mojo is exactly going the way that we wanted it to.
He'll be a Yankee in 4 years.
Oh, no way. He'll retire.
I don't think he would. I mean, his dad. It's because of the context is his dad grew up a diehard Red Sox fan, hating the Yankees. So he's like, I don't want to let down my father or anything like that. But no, it was a big time move, and there's got to be some screws loose to pitch in Boston. I'm about to do the Red Sox alternate broadcast with Jonathan Papelbon, and he is someone that can speak to that.
Good luck with that, Jared.
Good luck,
Jared. A much easier show is the MLB Draft Combine, which we'll be at along with you. You've been there for the past couple of years with us poolside in Arizona. I always enjoy your outside-the-box interviews, Jared. Do you have any favorite moments from years past?
So, you know what's really cool about doing this event, and I'm so thankful that MLB Network has had me back annually now, is the first year you do it, you kind of get to see the progression of these players that you talk to. Like, that was my first thought doing it year one, was I can't wait till these guys make it to the big leagues. Like, I remember interviewing Jacob Wilson, and it gets drafted to the A's, so I do my baseball podcast is Baseball is Dead. I do that with Dallas Braden, the A's commentator. So I was like, hey, man, like you got a good one in Jacob Wilson, and he just flies through the minor league system. He's far and away the best rookie candidate in the American League. He's tearing it up. So Jacob Wilson is kind of like the first of my experience doing the MLB Draft Combine, where it's like, that was the guy that I sat next to in the pool, and here he is in the big leagues doing something huge. So it's very cool to see them in their infancy stages, pre-draft, get drafted, go through the minors, and now tearing it up in the big leagues. So I'm very excited for the next round of guys that I get to talk to this year.
Hey, Jared, I was looking at that clip of you out by the pool interviewing the guy. Looks like you added a tattoo or two. Did you get another tat since that time?
I don't know. You know what? Do you have any tats, Harold? Let's
No,
go get
man,
some
I
tattoos
couldn't handle
in
the
Arizona.
pain. I'm telling you, no way.
I'll hold your hand. It's fine. We can find someone out in Phoenix.
Man.
We'll go to Scottsdale.
You know what? How about
figure
this?
it out.
We'll make a deal.
It looks good. I love it. I couldn't do it.
Jared, if the Red Sox with Roman Anthony on the team win the World Series this year, all three of us will get a tattoo. How about that?
Done.
Done.
I've already lost the tattoo bet to Kyle Freeland of the Rockies. I have his jersey number in his handwriting is tattooed on my thigh. So what's another tattoo bet?
I'm like low-key rooting for the Red Sox now to see Dan Fleece.
Man, we'd be crying. You'd have to hold more than
man.
Live show from the tattoo parlor. It'd be great.
Right.
Hey, Jared Carrabis, that was awesome. Fun hang. Enjoy the broadcast tonight with Jonathan Papelbon.
Thank you, guys. Wish me luck, because I'm going to need it.
You got it, man. Fingers crossed for you.